Every parent worries about the same thing.
Do grades guarantee success?
My biggest worry is whether my son solely focuses on memorizing to get an A instead of truly understanding.
Should they be going all out into extracurricular activities? How do I ensure that they are better or will be better than where I'm at?
Today, we're back here at the Australian International School Malaysia, also known as AISM, to explore how learning through assessment might just be the missing piece to future-ready learners, much like these young ladies.
Good morning.
So the HSC model is built different. It's not just about one high-pressure test that happens at the end of the year. However, it's more about balance, 50% exam and 50% assessment that is stretched out all throughout the year. This, in turn, gives the students more time to think, create, and apply. So what does this look like in real life? Well, let's talk to the people who are living it, the students and teachers who are shaping the future of learning.
So the one project that really changed the way I learned was my DT, Design and Technology project. I designed a school connection bridge and a study hub, which was for our school. I had so many design and scientific failures that I experienced. And there were constant moments where I had to rethink about my initial approach about the design. And throughout the challenge, I really learned how to learn in a more active and proactive way. And throughout the process, I learned how to be more active and how to find the real passion in myself and strive to achieve the initial goals that I dreamed of.
One of my most significant projects would be in HSC drama. So the IP is an internal personal project of any type of interest that you want. So I based mine around 19th century monologues because I've always been interested in these historical films and any of that sort. And I took that into connecting that with literature of any sort.
So one of my most memorable assessment tasks is from history, led by my teacher, Mr. Webster. The assessment task is called Echoes of the Vietnam War. In this task, groups of up to 5 students work together in a group to create a museum exhibition of the Vietnam War. I did photography, so I composed multiple photographies from the Vietnam War and I put them together. And I had to write a written analysis of what's happening in the photograph and provide more context behind, what is this photo about and what is the importance of this photo.
Can you tell us a bit more about the HSC model? What benefits does it have for the kids in this day and age?
So the HSC model for me is more than just an academic pathway. It is a journey of learning, especially in my subject. So in design and technology, students learn how to define an authentic problem, something that is important to them, and then they go on this journey of researching it and trying to find solutions to that problem. The beauty of the curriculum is that it allows me to use my studio-based approach. So the studio-based pedagogy is traditionally used in architecture settings at uni. So it's a very powerful way to prepare them for life straight after school, directly into uni and in the professional world.
What I really like about HSC is that it is holistic. It allows the students to grow into a wide variety of subjects. And I think that gives them just a greater depth and understanding of the world. It's quite common for us to have students who study chemistry, but will also do visual arts or drama or music. It's all well to be specialized in a particular area because we give them these opportunities to look into, especially humanities subjects. Our students are very confident in, writing and speaking, and this is definitely skills that everybody needs moving forward.
So what would you say is the biggest skill you've learned through your assessment tasks?
Through my assessment tasks, I learned the importance of working in a group. So we had to communicate and organize our time efficiently so we can work together and achieve the outcomes of the assessment task. The assessment task taught me delegation as well, because within a group of 4, we all have different skills.
Oftentimes, performers, it's really hard to find a specific focus on what you want to do. And so I think being so meticulous with my thought process in creating this planning for the examination is shown in my everyday life with how I choose to act and how I choose to move. And more so, if we're being on the ethical consideration of this project, really looking into people with mental health, who struggle with mental health. This is something not to take lightly and something to really appreciate about the people who really might be living this, not as something performative, but more so something that's really, evident in their life. It's really just helped broaden my experience with different types of people and the human condition, how people act and all of that.
I usually plan early and track my progress to balance exam and assessment at the same time. And even though the assessment and exam form is very different, our school assessment is based on the same curriculum with the exam. So preparing for assessment eventually helped me to prepare for the exam too, which was really helpful. I would say the biggest skill that I gained is resilience. For example, for the MVP design project that I did, there were so many challenges, like learning a lot of skills at a very short time. And at the same time, I had to balance my energy and workload with other subjects too. And that was pretty challenging to me. But while I was actually working on them, I learned how to manage my time efficiently. And there were so many supporters, like the whole AISM community, including my design and technology teacher, Ms. Waleed, helped me a lot to actually balance my energy and workload together. So yeah, during that, I really gained the ability to balance myself and it really developed my resilience.
The 50-50 balance isn't just a formula, it's a mindset. Exams build focus and discipline. Assessments build understanding and adaptability. Together, they create learners who aren't afraid to think differently.
Assessment is a part of the journey. It's a lot of various ways of assessment. So students are continuously assessing themselves, and the assessment process is a way to empower the learners. So once they know what they're doing, when they get to discuss it with people, get feedback from the teacher, they know exactly what their next steps are.
HSC for us, it's a minimum of 2-week notification, but myself, I often give the students 8 weeks, and within that, you're giving the students clear time and you're allowing them to develop strategies to help identify their areas that they need to work on. You're giving them feedback and just personalizing it for them. What I also really like, one thing about assessments is that we also promote help seeking. And I think that's really important. I think sometimes people can be quite hesitant to seek help, but here at AISM with the HSC as well, we really promote that. We want students to look at what it is they produce to the best of their ability and then have an opportunity to come back and say, you know what, this is where I'm at. Where do you think I can go from here? And I think that's really important.
The really outstanding feature of our school is that our school prepares our exam in a really practical and very intentional way. The teachers not just revise the content, but they provide a personalized feedback where we can improve on. And more than just exam, they always provide resources for all the students to actually maintain their momentum. So even it's not like an exam season, we can still prepare and keep the exam contents fresh all the time.
There was also another crucial aspect, which is that teachers here are really, really meticulous on how performances and the consistency in performances are made. My teacher, Miss Emily, she has been extremely helpful in my process of making this because we are constantly looking at, new ways to enhance my performances, new ideas, and this is shown in every single class that we've done. So without her, I think I would have suffered a great deal, and I thank her very much for it.
I usually stay motivated by setting up small achievable goals, and by achieving them, I enjoy the small little wins that really keeps me stay positive and motivated all the time. And because we have such an amazing community, I always talk about the assessment and exams coming up with my friends, and that really helps me to release the stress a lot and stay motivated together.
I think what really is the key to pushing forward is having confidence that you are not in this constant state of just not performing at your best. It really is also about a positive self-talk that you have to give yourself, and that is very much, for me as a high school student, very much reliant on teachers and how they present themselves. As you know, good influences always show to other people, and I think that's really the case when it comes to performers. Our performance faculty is extremely confident in what they do, and it's bound to impact the students that they teach.
For myself, I have non-compulsory, practice exam drop boxes just to give the students confidence to do things in their own time.
So when you work in a design course, it can be very emotionally challenging and it can be very confronting, or you're going on uncharted territory. There's no blueprint for how you're going to do your work. So in that area, I have to support them emotionally as well, look after their well-being, be more holistic, and have a mentorship relationship with them.
Every parent wants their child to succeed, not just in grades, but in confidence, independence, and curiosity. So what happens when education focuses on growth and exams?
Basically, from my understanding of the Australian International School, it was going to follow the lines of schools in Australia. The students, the staff, the parents form such an integrated, well-knit community that my daughters felt welcome from day one. It was not only just that welcoming atmosphere, but the way in which people taught her, the way in which she responded to the teachers. I mean, she's loved every teacher she's had. One of the things Anisha was also involved in was the Society and Culture. They've got a personal interest project, which essentially means what Anisha did was she looked at the idea of dowry in the Indian system, how that's changed from baby boomers to Gen X, Gen Z, etc., like that. She interviewed a lot of people from India, from Malaysia, Indians, from a lot of from both genders, by the way, to see what the effect of that was. And it's interesting the outcomes that she observed. I mean, this is what I was talking about beforehand. Not only have you got to be able to research information and assimilate it, but she had to analyse that as well and say, what does that mean? She participated in what's called the International Award here, which is they've got to do four things. They've got to do a new sport, a new skill. They've got to do like a community service work and things like that as well. Yeah, it is. It's made such a big difference to her life and the lives of those who have participated in it. It's wonderful.
When parents start to see their children growing in ways that exams alone can't measure, that's when the education system really starts to mean something. And that is learning through the HSC system. My name is Daryl B, signing off for School Advisor. See ya.